Have you ever seen how animals build houses? In the forest, a fly lived in a small wooden cottage. One day, a mouse came to the door of the cabin and asked the fly to let it stay, promising that it could cook. After hearing this, the fly agreed to let the mouse move in. The mouse then crawled up from a burrow and entered the little house. Soon after, a frog arrived at the cottage as well, holding a tiny umbrella. The frog rang the doorbell. The mouse and the fly opened the window. The frog explained that it was fleeing from danger and asked if it could stay with them. So the small house welcomed its third resident. Not long after that, a rabbit came to the door too. It knocked gently using its rabbit leg. The frog opened the door and invited the rabbit inside. At that moment, a rooster also showed up at the cottage. The rooster told them he was strong and could take on the job of chopping firewood, so they allowed him to move in as well. The next day, the animals began to work. The rooster was in charge of chopping wood. The rabbit handed logs to the rooster. The mouse took care of cooking. The frog was responsible for fetching water, and the fly handled watering the crops in the field. Each animal had a clear role to play. As evening approached, the rabbit carried a bundle of chopped firewood back to the house. It then fed the logs one by one into the stove. The mouse stuffed flatbread into the oven. Before long, night fell. The animals stayed inside the little house, happily enjoying hot pot and pizza together. After dinner, the rabbit sat off to the side and began playing the violin. The mouse and the rooster started dancing tap. Just then, a big bear arrived at the door. The bear asked if he could live with them. They opened the door and stepped outside, telling the bear that he was too big to fit inside. The bear didn't believe them. As he spoke, he tried sticking his head into the house, but no matter how hard he pushed, his head simply wouldn't fit. He then climbed onto the roof, trying to get in from the top. In the end, the small house collapsed. The bear was thrown far away. Feeling bad, the bear decided to build them a new house instead. The next day, the bear pushed over a large tree to use as building material. The rooster and the rabbit stripped off the bark. The bear carried the smooth logs and assembled the frame of the house. The mouse and the frog passed bundles of straw. The rabbit and the rooster stood on the roof, laying down the straw. With everyone working together efficiently, they quickly built a 4-story house. The bear lived on the first floor. The rooster and the rabbit lived on the second floor. The mouse and the frog lived on the third floor, and the fly settled into the very bottom level.